Here we are in Saudi Arabia for Battle of the Baddest, Adi Oladipo, Barry Jones. Welcome to the channel, Baz.
Yes, I count first time.
No green chair, but it's nice to have you on. Your knowledge.
Where is the green chair? You couldn't even get like a
couldn't
green,
get it
like
shipped
green
out.
cloth.
No, yeah,
No, no,
it's got green background.
Green floor.
There's a green back. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
Green
yeah.
floor, green background. We were compensating.
Nice to be on it. You never asked me before, and I was a little
Can't
bit
afford you.
paranoid.
I know what boxing news and Rob Tebbett are paying
Yeah,
me.
whatever.
I can't compete with that. I can't compete with it.
We're here now, though, mate.
What have you made of your time in Saudi so far?
It's been okay. I've quite enjoyed it, especially yesterday was really good.
Nice, wasn't it?
Yeah, the weigh-in was really good, and you just see, you got to walk around some of the things they built very quickly around here.
Crazy.
And they don't mess around, do they?
No, they don't. Talking of the weigh-ins, obviously we've both been to some big ones before, whether it be in the UK or Vegas. What did you make of the weigh-ins yesterday? So that massive screen behind them, then there's like a screen above them, screens beside them.
You just know every other big platform or promoter or whatever are looking at that and going, we got to do something a bit better than what we're doing now.
How do you compete with that, though?
You can't. I don't think you can. Because I mean, you can get a smaller version of it.
Yeah.
But it's you can't do it because they just got a never-ending pot of money, haven't they, to do what they want. Look who was there.
It's crazy.
I mean, literally,
that's the who's who. And I know Vegas have done it for years where they kind of bring them out, don't they, at the back on the weigh-ins, but not like that. Normally it's like 5 or 6 fighters. I remember Ricky Hatton fights, and Barrera would come out and Marquez would come out, Mosley and all that lot.
Well, when Fury boxed Wilder won in LA, they had Bo and Holyfield and Lennox Lewis and Tyson. It was brilliant.
That's what they normally do, don't they? They get the weight class.
Yeah. And even in Spencer Crawford, they got a load of the heavyweights actually. There, Oliver McCall was there. Mike Tyson is everywhere in it, of course. But this one was. I went to a WBC convention in Cardiff in 2010, and that was the most champions outside of a WBC or organisation and their own conventions. That was the biggest array of champions I've ever seen. And been around. But this is maybe bigger or close to it.
Yeah, that photo, and look, there were some people that shouldn't be in that photo. Mention no names, zoom in yourself and have a look.
We were crossing them off last night, weren't we?
You're not in there, what are you doing there?
You shouldn't be in there.
Gareth A. Davis, get out. But that photo was insane. Yeah. Insane. And I need to work out the cost of that photo.
Well, look at yesterday. You look at all these fighters and also MMA stars, by the way, and I don't follow that, but I know a few of them. And just by that's how big they were. Even I know who they are. And then you got like Michael Spinks.
Incredible.
Do you know what I mean? Like a light heavyweight and heavyweight champion of the world. And that's the only guy I got a photo with.
You know what upset me about the photo? You know, like they do it in football. We do the photo, and the bigger names are the ones in the middle.
Yeah.
And you kind of got the reserve goalkeeper top left. That's what they do in football. And I saw Michael Spinks there. I saw Miguel Cotto, and I'm like.
Even Cristiano Ronaldo, even though he's not a boxer, he's still like,
he was right at the back, like almost on his
face there. Yeah, he's out of the way somewhere.
Nah, but look,
when we had Fury's brothers at the front, so that was
nice. No, but it was incredible. It's been incredible for the last few days. Obviously, today being fight day, should we go for the card?
Yes, please.
Let's go for the card. Should we start at the top? Let's start at the top. Fury and Ngannou. Again, still 0% chance.
0%.
And look, everyone's been honest about it. There's no one's trying to hide and trying to sell it and say he's got an opportunity. I mean, he should not last a few rounds with Fury.
No, he shouldn't. There's always that caveat that, because they are giants, and if he lands, he could do damage. Yeah. But then you have to be realistic about if could Wilder land, he could. Could he keep him down? He couldn't. Could White land with a decent shot? Could Chisora hit him? Could Klitschko, could he get rid of him? The list goes on. And no. Yeah. And so you've got however good he is at his sport, he's a novice at this sport. So, and I've been saying this all week.
What about the unpredictability of a novice?
Oh, yeah.
I know, you know how to train for a boxer, right? You know the stances, you know the moves. How do you train for someone who doesn't even know what he's doing? Well,
I understand that. Yeah. But still, at this level, how good you are, it's no, not a million years. And you can see Ngannou's tried to get more conventional with his style.
Which is wrong, isn't it?
Well, I think it's predominantly right to do it, but that'll only help Fury, because he'll be able to see you and read what you're doing. Yeah. So the unpredictability would be with the movement of the feet. But I watched a few of Ngannou's UFC fights because I didn't know what he was all about. I just read he looks a specimen, by the way. I mean, those shoulders are like that.
It's insane.
It's just crazy. And he does a thing with his pecs that you can do. There you go. but showing off.
It's the one thing I've got.
But he's a man mountain, isn't he?
Yeah.
But I mean, I watched his fights, and he looks powerful.
Yeah.
But he throws that right hand. He brings that right foot forward, and for that discipline, I understand is to get your body close to the target, so you don't take nothing back, and you can grab him and take down. I guess is what it's called. But in boxing, that's just squares you up for literally to walk to as a free target.
Agreed.
For Fury, that'd be easy. Fury will feint or encourage him to throw the shot, take a half a step back, and then he's just squared up for him to go bam, 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 whatever he wants to do.
So Fury can do this in a round if he really wanted to. The first round's a feel-out round, and I think he's gonna carry him for a few. Yeah, right, just to sell the event.
I think so. What we don't know is can Ngannou take a punch? Do we know that? Not really.
Not really.
I mean, not against a guy who knows how to punch correctly. That's the difference. So can he take a punch? He might have a great chin, but will he see the shot? So having a great chin's great. If you can't see the punch, it's irrelevant how good your chin is. So can he see the punch with the awareness? Will he have that awareness? Does he take a shot anyway? Who knows? At that weight, they all punch, by the way. So great chins don't last long in that division.
Does he have the gas tank?
And yeah, but I mean, before we get to that, that's first. So if Fury goes out there thinking I'm just going to get him out there straight away, which he should be thinking that. If he can take a shot, he might be able to last a few rounds. And if he can do that, Fury can play with him. I feel that Fury's going to go out there, show off.
He's going to do the windmill. He's going to do the Ali shuffle.
Yeah, he's going to do all that.
He's going to switch southpaws and do all that.
And also, have drop his hands, give you his chin, make you miss by an inch, which he can do against seasoned professionals. So you'll be able to do it easily against Ngannou, who's not the fastest of punchers. He was throwing the light jab. Well, he was throwing the light jab in the workout, but it was nothing. It was fast jab, sorry, but it was nothing on it. Light. No. And now, by the way, when he throws the jab,
by the way,
he does this.
They
he
didn't
does
even
this.
see many pop on that jab either. By the way.
No, but I think he's trying to get it faster. I think you see all the build-up, everything was slow and boom, boom. I think he wanted to show, I can box. Look how fast I am. But again, he had to reduce the power.
Does Fury have to be careful about sort of getting in close with him? Because obviously, as you mentioned, he's a big guy.
Yeah.
And Otto Volume was a nightmare getting cut. Usyk's in the horizon, right on the horizon, December 23rd. Is it a case of we might go back to old Fury where it's just box and move, as opposed to the Fury we see now, who just closes the distance, closes the gap?
You would think so. I don't think he needs to do that. I think he can win it any way he wants to, and he has to. I think he has to. But there is a worry that I think Ngannou got to get close. Yeah. He's got to get as close as possible, make it as physical as possible. I mean, straight away. And I would dare to say, by any means necessary, elbows, heads,
everything.
Throw him on the floor once. I mean, because
low blows, whatever you can do.
Because it's a fight, but it's a
exhibition.
Yeah, really, but it's an exhibition with intent that they're going to try and hurt each other. So he can go out there and get away with what he wouldn't get away with in a normal fight. Yeah. And try and get Fury, out of his mindset, try and get him a little bit panicky, and maybe he does go, come on, let's go for it. And then he has a little bit of a chance, but apart from that, Fury wins. And Fury got the reputation of boxing, not just his reputation of his undefeated status, the whole sport. Because what to say about our sport, if our flagship fighter can't beat a novice? I mean, it says lows for Ngannou. He's in a no-lose situation here.
If Ngannou goes past 6, he's won for me.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
He's won,
his stock rises dramatically, and then he can stay in this sport.
There's no one for him to fight in MMA anymore. Like John Jones, this is MMA fans out there will know about John Jones' injury.
We all know about John Jones.
You know about John Jones. So he's been injured. He's not really going to fight Ngannou. So for me, if you go past 6, you stay in the space and you might get Chisora. There might be fights out there for him. Joe Joy, who knows, right? There might be fights out there for him.
For the money he's earning now, they'll go, put him in with Wilder.
Yeah.
Things like that, and we'll give Wilder 50
Imagine
million.
Ngannou gets the Wilder fight before AJ. Yeah, no, serious.
That will definitely happen. You said it actually, because this know what this sport.
Imagine that happens. Wouldn't surprise me at all. Go on then, quickly. Prediction: 2, 3.
I think it goes. I thought it should have, but I think it drags out to 4 or 5.
Yeah.
I think Fury drags it out.
Yeah.
But Ngannou's missing, tired, panicky. He doesn't know what to do.
Does he land a shot on Fury?
I think he lands a shot. I don't think he lands a clean shot.
Yeah.
I think Fury gives him a shot.
Yeah.
Actually, that's
Fury will do that.
But I think Fury does this. Lets him sort of like takes the sting out of the shot and then goes, ooh.
Fury gets knocked down in that fight.
Oh, there's trouble. I mean, I've said this, and I think it's true.
Can't you just sense something though in the air? Can't you just? Is it just me? Can't you sense something? I'm looking at solid. So can't you sense something in the air?
But he has to be. Honestly, I would go as far to say that if he does nothing but totally dominate, and it goes past 6 rounds, he should be slightly embarrassed.
Okay, anyway, that's the main event. That's the, whatever it is, the exhibition fight. The real fight is Fabio Wardley, David Adelaide, British heavyweight title on the line, Commonwealth title on the line, a couple other trinkets as well on the line. Who are you swaying to?
Usually I'm very I know this guy.
It's such a tough one.
So I was always Wardley straight away. Now I'm starting to get toward Adelaide a little bit more. I'm like, oh, I don't know. It's
not going the distance.
No, I think it's an early fight.
Yeah, I think it could be done in 3.
I think they'll both be well aware of what the other man possesses. Yeah. So if you see Wardley, he commits straight away. Adelaide does a little bit more thoughtful work behind. He's a little bit more, even though he's maybe a bigger puncher. I'm not quite sure.
Debatable.
Yeah, but he's more cautious.
He thinks about what he's doing a bit more. There's the jab.
He's got a more traditional background, so he has a better structure to his work, and he has a really good jab. He doesn't use it. If he uses it in this fight, Wardley's going to struggle. But if he doesn't, he just thinks he's going to get close to hit you with that big right hand. Wardley will rattle off combinations. If Wardley hits you, and if Wardley gets hit, he fires back.
That's my worry for Adelaide. That I feel like he might be up in this one and thinks, okay, he's there for the taking. And as you know, and we've all seen with Wardley fights, when he's hurt, he's almost a bit. This is a bit of an exaggeration, but Nigel Benn-esque. And when he knows he's hurt, he's just I'm just going to go for it.
Yeah. It's called a reactive fighter.
Yeah, he's definitely that.
Yeah. Your first thought should be to stay safe. Yeah. And they're people like that. Their first thought is just to fire back. That's their first response. So it can get you in tremendous trouble, or it can get you out of the hole.
Yeah.
And I think for Wardley, it's got him on the.
So you're leaning more towards Adelaide, just.
I think I am 55, now. As the fight gets close, I think I am. Yeah. But I was strong Wardley when it first got announced.
As soon as it was announced, I was Wardley.
So you know how much you're going to fight this guy. I never do that. I usually stick. Because I always have a sort of like an understanding of who's going to win. It's a logical thought of why I think that guy's going to win. And I'll stick with that. Before all the media stuff tries to sway you, and all the press conferences try to sway you, so I stick with that. But this one hasn't been nothing what people have said. It's just a feeling. Actually, if I look deeper,
Adelaide's a lot bigger than I thought, by the way, as well.
Yeah.
I thought Wardley was taller than him by a couple of inches, and they're exactly the same height.
Yeah.
And he's a very good 235 pounds. Looks really good, in great shape. He's been training in Miami, in America. Quietly confident I'm going to Adelaide to win.
It's that distance in the middle that's going to be very important. It's always important. The distance between the fight, that space, who dictates that space. But I mean, Wardley's got to be careful, because Wardley has to get right close to you and work away, and tries to do a little bit of turn of the shoulder a bit more. He won't get away with that with Adelaide, so he has to be very careful how he approaches that distance, get that distance right. So he's going to have to use his jab more than he does, actually. I think that I'm always a jab crazy person, you know that, but I mean, in this fight especially, the jab's going to be very important.
What do you make of a British title fight being in Saudi Arabia?
Again, I'm not always a fan of it. I'm more strange. I'm older now, so I'm more traditionalist, but. But for the money
European title fight in America.
It's a bit like that. But for the money they're getting,
well done to
I'm
both.
over the moon for them.
Yeah.
You always want to see fighters earn lots of money, and
I think that's a problem though. I think it's a massive problem. And look, I'm happy. Before everyone says adding, I always say fighters get the money, right? Know your worth. But and we're led to believe
they're overpaid.
We're hearing £500,000, I think. But they're never going to fight for less than that again.
No, they will. I think people like Fury and the big guys, once they get that benchmark, they go, that's my level now for World Championship. Like Spence and Crawford now. No, once Spence beat Avanesian for 10 million or whatever he got. That's
his benchmark.
That was it.
Yeah.
And that's why I didn't think him and Crawford, that's why I thought him and Spence would never happen. But I think Adelaide and Wardley this is well over the odds. This is just one of those lottery wins that we have to take, because they're early in their careers.
Yeah, but how do you then go back to fighting for 75 grand?
Yeah, I know it's difficult.
Like the winner of this one potentially takes on Fraser Clark.
You'll do it because you got half $500,000 in the bank. Yeah. So it's all just building up on it. It's like us. We get well paid for other jobs we get less money.
Speak for yourself.
Yeah. Well, no, this is one of the big jobs.
Yeah. I'll just quickly run through predictions instead for the other fights. Carlos Tack and Bakoli.
I think Bakoli wins.
Even though he came in at nearly 300 pounds.
So you said that, and I went, if you can carry the weight, but actually,
it's a lot of weight.
It's too much weight.
It's way too much weight.
It's crazy, like
300 pounds. Yeah. He's 6'3".
I was looking behind him to see if Billy Nelson was on his back. He wasn't.
Sweet, Billy Nelson's not like that, and Bakoli's done that. It's strange. All right, so you're going Bakoli to win that one. Joseph Parker, Simon Keane.
Oh, that's the banana skin for me. And you said the same, haven't you? it's all to do with the confidence and the energy of Park. I think he's lost a little bit of that, and that's what made him a good fighter.
Yeah.
And without that, because he haven't got raw power, it makes it more difficult. But I do think he'd edge out the win. I think you have
on experience.
I think you have trouble. I think it'd be a hard fight, especially in those early sort of 7 rounds. But I think he comes home. I think the scores will be wide in his favour, but I think it'd be a really hard fight for him.
Yeah.
And a fight where he might think, how much have I got left?
Wow, he's only 29-30, Joseph Parker.
Yeah, but I think that Jojo's fight took a lot out of him.
A lot.
I think so,
big
yeah.
One. Yeah, big fight, that one. Arsenal Makhmudov, sorry, is on the card as well. Moses Fatalma. It's hard. You pronounce it. It's not that easy.
no, is it Makhmudov's fight? Not gonna last.
Oh, that's 20 seconds.
Yeah.
That's 20 seconds. Fighting a cruiserweight. Anthony Wright, who's by the way a small cruiserweight. Looks more like a light heavy. I mean, Anthony Yard looks bigger
knows
than
he's
him.
in trouble. He's sort of looking at Makhmudov and he's going, yeah.
And we got our check for this already. But overall, look, it's good to be here in Saudi. This is, I think, going to be a yearly thing. There's Super Bowl-like events.
Yeah.
And everyone's going to want to fight on these. This fly, by the way, we're stopping filming. This fly's not going to go away from me. It must be the cocoa bar. I don't know what it is, but...
I'll send you an invoice, this fly.
Yeah. Bazza, appreciate it. Thank you very
mate,
much.
good.
Should be a good one. We're going to head to the stadium arena in about 3 hours. Eminem, by the way, performing. Eminem's going to come. Is it Eminem that's coming from the ground or the ring?
The ring.
The ring.
You've seen, haven't you? It's like a big circle in the middle. It's very much WBSS, isn't it?
It's that, isn't it?
It's that with the light, and all the lights cross over. And
they've clearly watched every single event. We've been speaking about this. Mason's behind the camera. Solomon's just there. They literally have watched every single event and said, "We'll nick that, take a bit of that, and no matter the cost."
And the floor seats are in a circle as well, aren't they? Which is a really good idea, I think. I don't know if it takes space, that's why they don't use it, but it's a really good idea for all the floor seats. So it's going to be a real spectacle.
It's going to be sensational.
They're going to drag it on for it's going to be a long night, but it's going to be
as long as we get paid for it, we don't really care. But it should be a good one. I'm predicting something happens a bit crazy in the main event, by the way. As much as I know you're saying Fury does it in 3, I think I'm expecting some sort of jeopardy. I'm expecting something to happen.
If it's jeopardy, it's all.
Ngannou has a confidence of a man that I don't know what it is. Again, this guy's story, homeless 10 years ago, like.
Oh mate, it's a story. I say it's boxing, but it's combat sports. You know, these stories are more common with
like if this was a Rocky movie, Ngannou wins somehow.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Like Fury's prancing around. This is all fun and games. Usyk's over there. He's picking people up, laughing. Ngannou's training.
See what? There is pressure on Fury.
Of course there is. Because
like it's not just a reputation of boxing. It's that huge fight that everyone wants. If something happens here, he breaks his hand, gets cut, he gets slaughtered. That fight never happened. And also those belts then will fragment.
Wow. All right. We'll see what happens. We'll do. Hopefully, I can get Barry in for another video to do a post-fight review.
I'd love to.
Hey, it's not bad, Baz. Thank you very much.